Hi kids, welcome to a grammar lesson. Now let us read what is noun, the noun and kinds of nouns. First we see what is noun. Words which are used as names of persons, animals, places or things are called nouns. In short, all naming words are nouns. So now what is noun? Nothing but it's only a name of a person. For example, boy, king, teacher, doctor. These are all the name of a person. Cat, tiger, lion, goat, hen. These are all the name of an animal. Church, school, hospital. These are all name of a place. Board, chalk, box. These are all name of a thing. So what is a noun? Noun is nothing but words which are used as names of persons, animals, places or things. All naming words are called nouns. Next, let us see the kinds of nouns. There are 5 kinds of nouns. Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun. Once again, I'll repeat. Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun. In short, we can memorize like a CM cap. C for collective noun, M for material noun, again C for common noun, A for abstract noun, P for proper noun. So you can remember the CM cap. Okay. So how many kinds of nouns are there? 5 kinds. They are proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun. Now let us see individually what is proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. Now let us see kinds of nouns. I told you there are 5 kinds of nouns, isn't it? First one, proper noun. A proper noun is the special name of a particular person or place. Proper noun is the special name of a particular person or place. For example, Ashok is a particular name of a person. New Delhi is a particular name of a city. January is a particular name of a month. So what is proper noun? A proper noun is the special name of a particular person or place. And one more important thing that you should remember, a proper noun always begins with a capital letter. A proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Now look at the example. The President of India lives in New Delhi. Is this correct? No. So where do I have to change? The President, P, should be in capital letter. And India, name of a country, should be starts with the capital letter. And New Delhi, name of a particular city. So N should be in caps and D should be in capital letter. So this is the correct form. The President of India lives in New Delhi. What are the proper nouns here? President. And there is a name of a country, India. And there is a particular name of a city, New Delhi. And I'll give you a few more examples so that you can understand. Second one, common noun. A common noun is nothing but a noun which does not point out to any particular person, place or thing, but is common to all persons or things of the same class or kind is called a common noun. Once again, I'll repeat, a noun which does not point out to any particular person, place or thing, but is common to all persons or things of the same class or kind is called a common noun. Example, city. There are many cities, isn't it? For example, New Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, etc. Student, there may be a boy or girl. So in common we call it as student. Lawyer, there may be a male lawyer or a female. So in common we call it as a lawyer. Building, it may be hospital or school or temple. In common we call it as a building. Seasons, there are many kinds of seasons. Example, winter, summer. So in common we call it as seasons. Fruits, same as there are many fruits. What are they? Apple, mango, jackfruit. In common we call it as fruits. So what is common now? A noun which does not point out to any particular person, place or thing, but is common to all person or things of the same class or kind, is called a common noun. Third one, collective nouns. When a noun stands for a collection of persons, collection means a group of persons or things considered as one complete whole, it is called a collective noun. Once again, when a noun stands for a collection of persons or things considered as one complete whole, it is called a collective noun. For example, army, flock, crowd, class. So army, the word army stands for a collection of soldiers. Flock, the word flock stands for a collection of sheep. Next, crowd, the crowd stands for a collection of people. Last, class, it stands for a collection of pupils, it means students. So what is collective noun? A noun that stands for a collection of persons or things that considered as one complete whole. It is called a collective noun. And next thing, one more thing that you have to keep in mind, when referring to a single unit, collective noun take a singular verb. For example, our family. Our family is a collective noun. So noun is in singular form, isn't it? So automatically the verb takes as a plural here. Our family likes to eat dinner together. Second example, when referring to a collection of individuals, nouns take a plural verb. For example, the police. We don't say the polices are chasing. So here, police means a group of persons, isn't it? Here, it considered as a singular, but the verb automatically change into plural form. If a noun is in plural form, automatically the verb must also should be changed in plural form, isn't it? So the police are chasing the prisoners who ran away from the prison. I'll give you a few more examples so that you can understand. Fourth one, material noun. A noun which stands for the matter or substance of which things are made is called a material noun. The thing that we could be able to do. That sort of nouns we call it as a material noun. Example, iron is a useful metal. So here, iron is a substance that we can make, isn't it? So iron and metal are material noun. Next example, ornaments are made of silver and gold. Here, what are the substances here? Silver and gold. Cotton is grown in India. Here, cotton is a material noun. So, what is material noun? A noun which stands for the matter or substance of which things are made is called a material noun. Here the nouns iron, wood, silver, gold, cotton are name of the materials from which things can be made. They are therefore called as material nouns. All the four nouns, that is proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns. All these nouns we can see, hear, touch, taste the things, isn't it? So we call these nouns as concrete nouns. What is that? Concrete nouns. Last, let us see the abstract noun. Things which you can only feel and ideas that you cannot touch but only express are called abstract nouns. So abstract noun is nothing but it's only an idea that you cannot touch or see, taste or hear the things. Usually abstract nouns like beauty, truth, anger, danger, etc. are only felt. So we can't able to see all, we can't able to touch this, isn't it? So you cannot touch these feelings. So we call this as abstract noun. Once again, I'll repeat. Abstract noun is nothing but the things which you can only feel and ideas that you cannot touch but only expresses are called abstract nouns. I'll give you a few more examples how to make abstract nouns. Hope you all understood.